I had to come back again because, as you can see on your screen, we have this. I don't know. I can't even say adult yet because obviously the person doesn't look functionally like an adult. But we have this person on the screen who clearly do not understand anything they are saying. Here's why. You see how it said at the box office debut, and it look what they said, right? But you have to read the article, right? So let's type this in. Box office. Let me try to make sure I pull up the correct one. Sonic 3. Uh Speed. I'm gonna see if I can just type that in and just pull it up that way. So I'm gonna open up a second tab. I'm gonna open up a second one and go to the oh, oh right. So let's find where that one is. Here we go. One that look the same, right? Mine looks similar, right? But then when you read further, North America theirs. So that's only in North America. They don't they don't look deeper than that. So this video here is in North America. This video here, I'm giving Sonic the best chance. I'm giving Sonic the best chance here. Snow White opened up with 80. It was estimated to be 87 million. Look at where it opened up now. 80 it's 88 now. Do you see? Do you see the problem? I'm giving Snow White is 87. It went down to 86. Now it's back up to 88. That's what I was doing there. But what do? They only look at domestic numbers, right? Now, here's why you don't use reviews. Let's look at the total. Let's try to figure out what the total number of people who went to see Mufasa based on the total number. Now, last year, we only had last year, so I'm gonna use last year's number. Average ticket cost last year was 11.50 or 11.5. Oh, sorry, they made that come up. 11, no, what, correction, it was 10.5. I overshot it. Oh, no. So, 10.5. At 10.5, the average ticket price was roughly 10.5 last year. How do we know this? I already shown this before, but I literally just type in average cars movie ticket prices. Uh, this is in the United States, but when you look at here, you see it's going down. Now, that's just an AMD. Then you have to, if you look at domestic, it look like, oh, it's higher domestically. Again, domestic, if you look at only in the United States, you would think, oh, well, it must be 11.5 or it must be higher. But look, this is only in the United States. And if you look here, see how ticket prices are shifting, and it's 11.5 here. This is the last time ticket sales prices has went up. So as you can see, it took a big dip and everything. So when you add in international numbers and everything, it's slightly less. Now it rolls, but back then it was less. You go in EMD, you think again, you look, you find the overall ticket prices for a cinema total. And it was like you see internationally, you see what it's saying? It's saying nationally. When you find an international number, it's around 10.5. Or last year was around 10.5. So you take 10.5 and then you you like I did here, you put the movie over 10.5. This is a number, the average around the middle of the number of people who went to see Mufasa. This is a ballpark. It's not, it's going to be less or more. It depends on the ticket price. It's so many different things. But this is where it sits now. One, two, do you see? It's almost 70 million. You do the same thing for Sonic. And here's the bad part. Sonic fans already admitted they want to see the movie multiple times, which means this number is actually which means this number is actually more likely less people who went to see Sonic than Mufasa. So you take this same number and you put it. Oh, please tell me I accidentally didn't it. You do this 10.5, and what you look at that? Look, do you see this? Right? 0.5. Instead of doing 0.5, let's just say this is 3. Just round it up. That's nearly 70 million more people went to see Mufasa. Went to see Mufasa. 70 million. And here's Sonic number. That's 40. 46 million. Just almost 47 million. Oh, I'm doing this backwards, but let's see what's showing. Yeah. Oops. The number of people who went to see Sonic or who went to see Sonic and Mufasa. This is a difference. That would be if you look at this, that's 80. That's 68.25%. 68.25%. So over 30% of more people went to see Sonic over Mufasa. And why don't we use reviews and stuff? 10,000 and 5,000. 10,000 and 5,000 versus 46 million and 68 million, or nearly 69. 47 versus 69 million. 10,000 versus 47, 69. Do you understand the difference? If we use 10,000, 10,000, oh, I missed a zero. That is less than 0.00. That's not, sorry, not less. Well, it is less. It's less than 0.002%. Yeah. This is why you don't use ratings and reviews. It's less than 2%. less than 0.0002% of people who went to watch the movie. Oh wait, no, it's less than zero. It's less than zero. It's less than 0.2% of people who went to watch the movie. I had to wait. I was falling asleep. I had to wake up and do this. It's less than 0.2% of people who went to watch a movie. The margin of error for that is over 100% to minus 100%. In other words, useless. If you have a margin of error rate of 100 positive and 100 negative, there's no ground. There's nothing you can do with that. If your margin of error is that high and that low, you have no margin of error. If we do the same thing for Mufasa, it's even higher. Again, this is why you don't use rating and review. They are meaningless. When you look at the total number, you see 100. Yes, it's more than 10,000, and it's more than 5,000. But when you look at the total number on why you don't use them, this is why. Oh, this one. This is why. Look how low this is. This is why you don't use rating and review. They are so low to the amount of people who actually watch the movie. They are meaningless. I'm trying to get people to understand this. That's why when I see people like this who don't understand that, they're trying to make a comeback. Like, you want to use ratings and reviews, but you don't understand that the amount of people who leave ratings and reviews are not even 1% of people who watch movies. Not even 0.1% of people who watch movies. As you can see, it's less than 0.01% to at high 0.02%. That's what you're not getting. That's what people are not getting. And that's why I keep having to tell them. They're saying I'm spreading false information and stuff. But look, this is how I research my information. I'm using literal data. I'm using actual what you put up. And then I look at what actually happened. When you look at the global box office opening week for Mufasa, you find this. You find stuff like this. Mufasa huge global opening. Making $122.2 million global opening. So when I said Sign 3 did not have a chance to beat Mufasa, I mean that. I actually have facts to back it up. You look at this, you look at this number, and you say, oh, well, Mufasa would have won. But you don't give people any more details than that. You have to look deeper than that. Why did Mufasa? Why are they saying Mufasa had only 35 million? Because they only using domestic number in the United States. They're not using total numbers. Do you understand that now? When you look at this is not even total number for the week. This is just total number for that weekend. This is not even the fact that again I shown here. Here, look, Mufasa came out on the 18th of December. When was the 18th of December? What day was that? That was a Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's when it came out. Depending on where you are, it's a Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, in some places it came out. This is based in the United States, so 18th of December. I mean, some places it came out on the 17th, but it was 18th of December, or you. It was the 17th in one place, 18th in another place. Time zone. So that means Mufasa had a few more days internationally before Sonic came out domestically. Because again, 20th December. And it's domestic, which means the United States. Ta-da. Now, again, like I said, people will see this number and not understand this is domestic opening. This is not total. When you want to look at total, take all of this. Look, see how they say domestic opening? This is domestic. All of this is total. This is a total opening. You would take all of this that's not domestic from here, and then you add all of this up. Not this. Don't add this into it. Everything here, the opening here, and all the way down here. And you look at these dates, look at the dates, and you see there was about the same date, the 19 and 20. Like I said, some 18. You can see it for yourself. Some 18, some 19, some 20. You can see the difference, right? You add all of this up, and then you add this into it, and that's what you get a roughly 22 million. There's some places that didn't fully come in during that time, so it's probably too low to really be calculated. But again, 122 million versus Sonic 3, 61 million. And here's the problem that we have. When you look at the dates that spread out like this, you only have a few places that you can use. See how spread out these dates are? See how this the only date that came out? It was open in Norway and Canada and certain places on that same week. So it doesn't have many days where it's open that day. It doesn't have many places where it opened the same day that it came out of the United States. It's not even close to each other. Which means Sonic 3 total international number was roughly $1 million during that same time. And then people like when Sonic 3 come out internationally, it's gonna beat Mufasa. It didn't. Because now you have to give now that Sonic 3 came out here, and then you have another week here with all these days, so a full month, almost a full month with multiple days and stuff. You have it so spread out, it's hard to calculate that week. Because the each day you add, each data point you add onto this, okay, it didn't come at you go to a week later, okay, now you gotta give Mufasa that for a week. You do this, okay, you go to the January 2nd, now you gotta give Mufasa 2 weeks. Because the fact that they spread it out like this, I mean Mufasa had more time in theaters. I mean Mufasa didn't have piracy and software and stuff to just people if you want to go and see the movie right then and there, you didn't need pirate software and pirate people pirating movies to show you because you can see it online faster. So because they spread out like this, that's what caused Silent 3 its own problem. Look how spread out it is. And then you look down here, January the 10th, Hong Kong, Silent 3 hometown. Hometown and home country. It made $1 million. Mufasa came in. This is Mufasa. Made more than Silent 3 in his own home country. Again, this is opening. So Mufasa made more than Sonic 3 in his own home. Because they don't like Sonic over there. Then you look at China. Look at this. Look at what Sonic made. Look at what Mufasa made. Mufasa made more in the openings than Sonic made in total in China. There's a few places I looked at that where Sonic has a lead and made more in those places. Congratulations to Sonic for winning those few places. But again, it's not enough to make up the difference. I think Australia was one. I have to look again because it was weeks ago when I did this. Australia. No, it's it. Yeah, it's Australia. No, no, wait, it's no longer Australia. Mufasa is now beating Sonic in Australia. Wow, I thought Sonic would have the lead. Is it India now? Is it India? It looks like it's India. Yeah, but again, is it India? No, it's not. Oh man, there are certain. I don't know how it is now. I haven't really been looking at it down here total, but there was a few places where Sonic has a lead, and now I don't know anymore because that's how long it's been since I did the calculation. But overall, it could end up where Mufasa and I have to lead in all these places that I thought Sonic was leading, like United Kingdom. Yeah, Mufasa is being there. France 40. Yeah, Mufasa is winning there. Germany 30. Mufasa is being there. Ireland. Or uh, Italy. Let's see. Oh, Mufasa beat that. The further I go down the list, the more it's not looking good for Sonic. Poland? Is Poland one? Let's see. Mufasa has 69. Okay, Poland. Sonic got one win in Poland. But Mufasa had a how did Mufasa had this? You had a bigger opening in Poland. You had a bigger opening and Mufasa gained so much more than you in Poland. Oh, like Sonic 3 is still leading in Poland, but Mufasa is even gaining there. Like this is what Mufasa man opened. This is where it's at now. It's at 69. Sonic 3 had 3.3 million. And this is what I don't think it's gonna catch up and pass Poland, but look how close this came. So there's a few places where Sonic is leading, but overall, Sonic is not leading. Sonic's not gonna be. This is why I tell you, you have to. You don't make yourself look this stupid. I mean, hard to not do that since that's literally just how you look. But yeah, look at what they're doing. They are trying to band together and sound spreading false information. They're trying to stop me. I'm asking them a very simple question. One quite hard to break. Do you have proof? Can you prove it? Are you why you're this upset? This person is literally keep posting on my page. They don't know that when I make these videos, if you post on my fake page and stuff, it's a trap. I wouldn't say anything. You want to know why? Because you just proved my point. It's a trap. It's literally me just getting more evidence against you. So again, this is why you don't do that when you narrow it down to just a weekend and not the total number. It's narrowed down. It's not only just a weekend. It's only in the United States and only for the weekend. So it's in the United States only for the weekend, not the total number, and that's it. It's just that breakdown. Then when you see that the Mufasa made this total for that opening weekend, mine opening weekend again. This was made put out on that Monday. same Monday. Like you see the when this came out, when this came in total, it made 122.2 million dollars global box office that same weekend. I narrowed down, gave Sonic just the weekend numbers, not the total week. And I narrowed down as much as possible, just focus on that weekend numbers. And still, Mufasa had 64 million opening when you add in global numbers to Sonic 61 million opening when you add in global numbers. So Sonic was losing for the start. Mufasa had 122.2 million dollars opening weekend. Mufasa #1 U.S. box office. They're saying no, Sonic was #1. No, Mufasa was #1 U.S. box office on Christmas Day, also for that week. How do we know? Yeah, let's see if I can remember how to do this because it's kind of hard to do. So go here, go here. Okay, weekly charts. Go back to that last year. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, I forgot. You can't do that. You have to go back. You can't go back last year because you have to go all the way. You will have to scroll back up. So you have to go back to the first weekend. Mind you, this is just weekend, right? So I want weekly. I want 2004 by week. Then I go down here. This is correct. So not as easy as it should be. I don't remember how to do this. But I just want weekly numbers, and it's not easy to find. But anyway, uh, United States. Here's a total number movies that biggest box so far in the United States. Captain America: Brave New World. Mufasa is #2. Dogman's #3. Dogman's beating Sonic now in this year. Now we look at 2024. Why does it do that? Like, where's Mufasa? This is not right. It's never easy to do these things on the site because I just want to go back 1 year. I just did this the other day and it wasn't this complicated. With this, don't know. It wasn't this complicated. It was I just clicked there, I went to domestic. Let's see, maybe it's in worldwide. I'm going to do this. Maybe it's this. Okay. But Sonic Mufasa is #6. Sonic's still in 10th place. And yeah, I every time like I said, I don't think Mufasa gonna catch a Wicked. I think Wicked's out of theaters now. Double check. Nope, domestic. Scroll down and yeah, it's out theaters. I don't think it will catch up to Wicked. I think this gap is too far for Mufasa to catch up to Wicked. But Wick Mufasa end up in 6th place. Sonic end up in 10th place. Sonic's numbers coming out so far. When you look at the domestic total, it's it making 5,000. It's making 5,000 now. It has bumped up on weekend, but the numbers are dropping so low. It's making 5,000. It's making $50 at movie theaters. I think the photo point is like $25. That's when they get to the point where keeping a movie there that actually costs more than what it's making at movie theater. I think it's like $25 per theater or something per day or something. It's probably 20, probably less, but last time I remember it was around $25 where it would be cheaper to just take out theaters at a point. Well, yeah, again, Rotten Tomato scores means nothing. Also, on top of that, because Rotten Tomato have to do verify versus just anybody now. Because verify mean you actually had to buy the ticket. Verify mean you actually have proof that you bought the ticket. When you just use anybody, that doesn't mean you have proof. Verify means you actually had went to see the movie. So that's why I'm like, okay, let's look at the people who actually went to see the movie and see what they say. Not look just random anybody who can make an account and just post on it. Because you have to have proof that you watched the movie. This is another reason why, because people just make random posts and just random shit talk, they made, you know, this mean even less. When you start review bombing, negative or positively, it doesn't help. So again, I'm going to do this again. When you try to do this, you think you're debunking me, you actually just proving my point. You didn't read what I said, you didn't listen to what I actually said. You just tried to make a quick comeback and you failed to do that because, again, use actual data. Also, by the way, all they're saying is, "Am I stupid?" That's all they got. That's all they come back. And here's another thing. Look, look at what they say. They're anti woke. They're conservative. They are proving my point. They do zero research. They're literally doing zero research. They're just making up stuff. Thanks for proving my point. I'm asking you for proof, and you can't even give me proof. That's what I'm asking for. Can you prove what you're saying? Don't just look at the headline and think, that's a good comeback. Like, give me some actual data points. Look deeper. Read what you're saying. Don't just say, "Oh, look, this." And I actually went through the whole steps. Like, okay, let's look at the total number. Let's look at the total number of views. Let's look at what percentage of that is the total people who post reviews on Rotten Tomato. I also did that for Sonic. Let's look at what percentage of that is people who post review on Rotten Tomato. It's so low. It's not. It's negligible. It doesn't affect the total outcome. That's what you're not getting. But again, when you read this, you look closer. This is only in the United States domestic box office. That's it. They're not using total box office. No, they are only using United States domestic box office. That's all they're doing. That's it. That's all they are doing. I'm asking you, is that the total box office number? Is that the overall numbers? No. The same thing going for what you see was Snow White. They are using this number. They are using this number. This is all they use. They use the domestic number. But when you look at a international and total number, you see a different story. And why they are doing that? Because they say, well, Move Studios doesn't get a again. I have to say this again. Studios get for the first 2 to 4 weeks. Studios get between 80 to 100% of ticket sales for the first 2 to 4 weeks. Because all this depends on theaters and everything, blah, blah, blah. Some, you know, contracts and everything. After that, it slowly go up to 20% over time. And then when it hit 20%, that's about where it stays. Why? Because over time, when you slow first 2 to 4 weeks is a huge chunk of the movie. It could be anywhere from 50 to 75% of what the movie's gonna make overall for the first 2 to 4 weeks, right? It could be even less, it could be more, but that's around that. If after that point, no matter what percentage you're getting at the movie theater, you're getting less and less of the overall total. I mean, for these first few days since it came out, 4 days ago, majority of this is going to the studio, especially domestically. Majority of this is going to the studio. The majority of this overall is going to the studio. So over time, the breaking even point is not as high as you think. That's a lot of things people don't get. So again, Mufasa Proud #1 and box up for Christmas. Mufasa making a huge roar to the #1 with a huge global opening. Mufasa roared to a #1 and a huge global opening. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I get. They don't look deep. But thanks for proving my point. Anyway, later.